Hey there, this is Chris Abraham. Welcome to Chris Cast Season 2, Episode 28. My name is Chris Abraham, as I just said, and here's the next episode. In the background, since I'm again at Walter Reed Recreation Park, you will hear two things. You will hear the incredibly loud on this microphone cicadas singing and dancing in the background, and you'll also hear the of pickleball. For those of you who don't know, actually I can't give you a real good explanation for pickleball, so let me ask Google. Let us see here. Okay, Google, what is pickleball?
According to Wikipedia, pickleball is a paddleball sport that combines elements of badminton, table tennis, and tennis.
2 or 4 players use solid paddles made of wood or composite materials to hit a perforated polymer ball, much like a wiffle ball, with 26 to 40 round holes over a net. The sport shares features of other racket sports, the dimension and layout of a badminton court, and a net, and rules somewhat similar to tennis with several modifications. It has taken Northern Virginia by storm, and the same sort of person who drives Volvos or old 300D Mercedes or Range Rovers or maybe a Porsche, the people who holiday at Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket are the sorts of people who play it, and they play it in tennis caps, they play it in bucket hats, they play it in sun hats, they wear New Balance shoes, they wear fanny bags, they wear t-shirts and collared shirts, and they're various and sundry, probably Real Polytechnics from DC's retired political community. So they're probably all spooks. So that's going on in the background, but in the foreground, I am sitting here procrastinating. When I should be swinging kettlebells, I will do that right after this short episode. And I don't even remember what this episode is about. It is about taking my kettlebell for a walk. Did I even make an episode about that? I don't think so. Let me make sure, because they sort of all kind of go into one. Okay, so this so it's been a long time in coming, but what a lot of it has to do with is building boundaries. So here's how my life is right now. I live alone in a small little apartment. I go to sleep at around 9 o'clock in the evening, between 8 and 9, depending. I like working from noon until 8. Those are my 8 hours of work. So I've blocked off 7:30 in the morning till noon in order to do whatever the heck I want. That doesn't preclude me from checking email, making phone calls, jumping on calls, etc. But it does preclude me from carrying my laptop. That is until I get myself my really cool Chinese laptop that's the size of, it's small enough to fit in my Hill People's Gear kit bag, chest rig. But until then, I am only with phone. And, remind me, guys, that since I am carrying a bag, I can bring my charger with me. Anyway, so for 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. So for like 5.5 hours, I will be without my laptop. And what I'll be carrying is a tan-colored, used donkey bag which is a camera bag called the model F8, and it is in dark khaki canvas, and it's used off of eBay. And to that I've added a mail carrier pad, which is also a Domke product that velcros right onto the non-slip strap. And in that bag I have a 12 kilogram kettlebell, but that can easily take a 24 kilogram kettlebell when I get massive strong. And it carries a set of TRX straps. It carries a 1,000 milliliter / 32 ounce Nalgene bottle right here. It carries my recorder, which I'm talking into right now. It carries, usually carries a towel, but I forgot to bring the towel. The towel, I need to replace it with the clean one. It was sopping sweat. I also wear an appalling bright green bucket hat. I wear a runner's Hill People Gear kit bag made out of ripstop charcoal gray nylon. And that's it. And right now 12 kilograms weighs exactly... Hey Google, how much is 12 kilograms in pounds?
12 kilograms is equivalent to 26.455 pounds.
Hey Google, how many stone is 12 kilograms?
I found these results.
Hey Google, how many British stone is 12 kilograms?
12 kilograms is equivalent to 1.89 stone.
All right, so that's not that heavy, but it's heavier than most ruckers carry on a daily basis, which is 20 pounds. And I carry it across my shoulders like a mail carrier, like a bike carrier, and it settles right at my lower back. And I find that incredibly comfortable with the pad. And so what I do is I carry it around. I call it taking my kettlebell for a walk because I don't have a dog workout. And I'll be right back after the advertisement and the break to talk more about this, about my whole strategy of life, until maybe it gets too cold out. I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to mention that in the fore pocket there is half a bag of chalk, of magnesium workout grip chalk. So it's sitting right there, so I can use that little pocket, that big pocket with the snap, as a place to dip my hands if they get sweaty. And I like using chalk with kettlebells anyway. It'll really make a difference when the weight goes up to 16, 20, and 24 kilograms. But for now, I just wanted everything in its place, and I wanted to sort of get used to it. So right now it's sort of a shakedown, and but like I said, it's not going to be strict. I do have the time blocked off. Maybe I won't. I just want to train my business partner as to that use of space, and that I will be away during those times. And not only him, I'm training myself. So right now it's like an out of office thing, but soon I'm just going to make it into, I can take, business calls. I can talk to my business partner. I can get him started for the day, and then I can be the second shift, which starts at noon and goes to 8. So, and by spending 5.5 hours in the morning enjoying myself, getting exercise, being outside, getting some sun, getting some fresh breath, getting some exercise and flexibility and socializing with people, then I won't resent a hard 8 hours of work, right? So it's for mental health and for things like this, for giving some time to maintaining a podcast, or maybe on a day when I don't feel like carrying the entire weight, I will just carry the, I have a GoRuck Bullet 10-liter backpack that I can put a 20 pound or 30 pound plate in, and then I can use that, and I can carry my Astro House free write with me, and I can go and I can do writing out and about instead of carrying the kettlebell. But 5.5 hours flexible time is going to be kind of what I'm going to try to do in terms of boundaries, so that I can move forward and stop being so resentful. It'll feel more like semi-retirement than being a slave at 51. So I have a little bit of a problem with that kind of thing. I'll talk about it more in a second. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's where I started my podcast. It's where I edited my podcast. It's where I put sound design into my podcast. And it's where I monetize my podcast. And it's from where I share my podcast to every single other podcast platform. It's the place that I decided is the easiest and best place for me to podcast. Thank you. Check it out. Hey there, welcome back. This is Chris Cast, Season 2, Episode 28. Van Wheat. And I'm talking about this whole lifestyle thing. So while it is me carrying a kettlebell in a camera bag, which is a combination of walking, rucking, socializing, being outside, and recreating, it's not a forced march. There's no level of intensity. Parts of the walk will just include me going to Starbucks and sitting and doing a podcast and having my first coffee. Other times it'll include being at Iditos and flirting with a pretty girl, or talking to my friend Akim en français, or hanging out with the regulars and asking them how their shoulders are. And, having a social life, being part of a man in the world as opposed to a man in my apartment. When I have my apartment settled again, which I was going to do today, but I think I'll work instead, I can always go home and then get all my steps because I've got a treadmill desk. I've got I can do all those things. I can even reintegrate the 90 seconds swinging every hour into the rest of my day. Like, I don't have to blow my entire wad on kettlebell swings during the 5.5 hours of meandering. And these hours go by pretty quickly. It's already been 7, 8, 9, 2 hours, and I might make this an early day because I feel the pressure of Dan, this being his first day back from his entire summer being away at summer camp as a manager of a summer camp. Today is his first day back, both for his son on his first day at high school, Michael, I think, and also for him, his first day back at Garriscorp. But it's this just like having a dog, having a kettlebell that you take on walks around your neighborhood every day is a lifestyle choice, right? So that lifestyle choice is part of my intermittent diet. I take my Kindle Paperwhite with me and read the Washington Post every morning. I might start reading a novel. Like I said, it's social hour. The only negative part is one of my new favorite people is named Natalia, or Natalie, and she is a yogini, and she is a goddess, and she is also a self-described alchemist, and she only gets chugging afternoon. Like, she is a night owl, and I'm a morning person now. So missing her means that when I return home and shower, there's a great incentive for me to shower and then go back on the road with my laptop and so forth, and make my way over to Idito's to enjoy the company of the afternoon crowd, the beautiful people of the après-midi. So, it's good though, because part of this is me getting out of my monasticism and my returning to a zest for life, right? It's not hiding in a hidey hole. There's nothing rigorous about this. 5.5 hours. It includes lots of weighted walking. Like I said, currently I'm 120 pounds overweight, so even if I didn't have this kettlebell to walk, I would be walking with 50 kilos on me. So that's still 50 kilos is a lot of extra weight. So adding another 12 kilos is like, is just it's about the following, and I'll tell you in a second. Welcome back. My name's Chris Abraham. This is Chris Cast. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, or nice to see you again. So, hold on, let me see. Hey Google, who is the Greek character who carried a cow?
According to Wikipedia, Milo of Croton was a 6th century BC wrestler from the Magna Graecian city of Croton, who enjoyed a brilliant wrestling career and won many victories in the most important athletic festivals of ancient Greece.
So his story was that Milo was also said to have carried a bull on his shoulders and to have burst a band about his brow by simply inflating the veins of his temple. But it's even better. The story is very funny. Personal life, let's see. I think that it's not fair that they don't have him. Anyway, he was given a calf when he was young, and he carried the calf on his shoulder. As it grew, and became heavier and heavier. Here we are. Milo was said to have achieved the feat of lifting the bull by starting in childhood, lifting and carrying a newborn calf, and repeating the feat daily as it grew to maturity. And this, by definition, is what. Hey Google, what is the theory of progressive weightlifting?
According to Wikipedia, the principle of progressive overload suggests that the continual increase in the total workload during training sessions will stimulate muscle growth and strength gain.
This improvement in overall performance will in turn allow the athlete to keep increasing the intensity of their training session. Hey Google, what is progressive overload?
According to Healthline, progressive overload is when you gradually increase the weight, frequency, or number of repetitions in your strength training routine.
Thank you. Well, so basically Milo invented progressive overload training. So that's cool. And when I was thinking about my friends who have children, totally have wiggly kettlebells. They have their own calves. They have their own calves that they have from newborns, and they continually wrestle, pick up, lift, carry on their shoulders, etc., progressively over the course of their lives until at some point, I assume at 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, even daddy gets tired of carrying them or lifting them or whatnot. But still, even so, a mom and a dad, until the teenage world, still physically interact with their child. And this is sort of also like what I've been missing in my life. I do not have children to wrestle around. And so taking my kettlebell on a walk for 5.5 hours, always having to pick it up, lift it, put it down, set it down gently so it doesn't break a table or break a chair or startle anybody around me. Just needing to engage a 12 kilogram, which is nominal, and then a 16 kilogram, which for all y'all, hey Google, how many pounds is 16 kilograms?
16 kilograms is 35.274 pounds. To convert from kilograms to pounds, multiply unit of mass by approximately 2.2.
Hey Google, how many pounds is 20 kilograms?
20 kilograms is 44.092 pounds.
Hey Google, how many pounds is 24 kilograms?
24 kilograms is 52.911 pounds.
So traditionally 24 kilograms is 53 pounds. So that's 50% of a lot of petite women, right? So by the time I'm schlepping that, I will be my own personal Milo. I don't think this bag can take a 32, maybe it'll take a 26 or 28 kilogram bell, but I don't know. We'll see exactly when it starts coming apart and if I replace it with the same thing. But that will be my progressive overload. And all y'all parents of young children don't need to do that, because every day you are chasing around a wiggly kettlebell. You are picking up a wiggly kettlebell. You are swinging and amusing and shouldering and carrying and everything. Your own little baby little kettlebell. You're doing exactly what I'm doing. For all y'all who have like decrepit dogs or dogs with really short legs or lap dogs, all y'all go ahead and carry those buggers around as well. I realized that I was always fit when I was a photographer, because I was always carrying 2.8 lenses. I was carrying 2 bodies, 2 Nikons, 2 SLRs. I was carrying lenses. I was carrying film. I was carrying used film. I was carrying a suite of various and sundry filters. And all that other stuff. So I was, always doing this. So this is my, if you will, de facto replacement instead of camera gear, which would be readily crushed unless I got one of those sweet new freaking cool Leica monotone. I could put it into one of the side bags, the side pockets. But other than that, I guess the only camera I have is my phone. So it's a complete lifestyle. Carry my kettlebells for 5.5 hours between social engagements, between coffees, between reading the newspaper, between flirting with girls, between watching the pickleball players, listening to the cicadas, getting some sun. And then at the very end, I will reward myself with a 1 meal a day window of lunch, which I guess will be my reward every day. And I'll try to make that 1 meal a day be my noontime super meal. And that's how I plan to do it. Like I said, completely flexible. Flexible for weekends, flexible for when clients need me, etc., etc., etc. I'm actually going to take that recurring thing off of. Actually, I'm going to wait till I talk to Dan about it, and then anyway, I will be right back with how to contact me and all that other fun stuff. Let me know what you think about all this. You can contact me and all the things I'm going to mention in the next section, the next segment. Mahalo. See you in a second. Hey there, welcome back. This is the how to contact me section. First of all, I'll ask you to rate and review my podcast called ChrisCast on whatever app you're using, whatever platform you're using. Also, if you'll do it on Apple Podcasts, the only review is by me and I gave myself 5 stars, bitches. Also review it on Anchor. Realize that Anchor is my main squeeze. And no, review it on Spotify, because I dare say that's who owns Anchor. If you want to support me, go to anchor.fm/ChrisAbraham/support. You can find my main HQ at anchor.fm/ChrisAbraham. My main HQ, my web presence is chrisabraham.com. You can find everything else there. You can email me at chris@abraham.su. You can call me at +1 202 352 5051. You can text me at that number. You can signal me at that number. You can WhatsApp me at that number, and you can Telegram me at that number. If you call me and we don't have a date, a scheduled call, or I don't recognize your number, you will go to Google Voice and be transcribed and be emailed to me, and we can make other arrangements. If you want a guaranteed call where I call you 1 minute early, you can go to calendly.com/ChrisAbraham/30 and make a call there. I'm at Chris Abraham on Twitter, at Chris Abraham on Facebook, at Chris Abraham on YouTube, at Chris Abraham on LinkedIn, at Chris Abraham at Instagram. I'm Abraham Chris J on what is that called? I just downloaded it and I don't ever use it. Snapchat, and I am Christopher Abraham on TikTok, and I think that's it. Feel free to email me at chris@abraham.su. I'd really like to hear from you. And I'll talk to you soon. Mahalo, and see you the next time. Bye-bye.